We are here at Kibokoni, our Umoja Self-Help Group Kibokoni in Kilifi County, where I'll take you through the study that I've been undertaking for my PhD. To start with, I'll start with the background. My education background is that I did a Bachelor of Science in Fisheries and Aquatic Sciences at Moi University, Eldoret. That was for my BSc. Then I did my MSc at Wageningen University, the Netherlands. I took a course on aquaculture and marine resources management. And now currently I'm at Pwani University. I'm a student there and doing a PhD in fisheries management. My interests are mainly on research, that is fish farming or mariculture, because now we are working in the coast. I do marine aquaculture, and also I love community work. So today I'll take you through the study that I've been undertaking. To start with, as I introduced the topic of the research that I was doing in integrated multi-trophic aquaculture, that is it's a practice which involves capturing of different organisms which have different trophic levels. They are captured in a single system, and with this we have a fed component and an extractive component. For the fed component, here we can use either finfish or we can use the shellfish or the prawns. And then with these ones, the feeds that are given, sometimes they are uneaten feeds that falls in the system or on the bottom of the system. And then there are also the fecal waste or the waste that comes from these organisms. So in the system, there's the extractive component that extracts these wastes, the uneaten feed and the fecal waste. It is extracted from the system by the extractive component of the IMTA. So in this system, I did 2 trials during my study. I did the first trial which we did in this place. We captured shrimps as the fed component, and we had sea cucumber and cocos. Cocos, they are bivalves that are edible, and they are being used as food by communities. So I used this as the extractive component. So during the research period, we were sampling, so we were collecting data for growth. And also we were assessing the water quality parameters of the capture systems that we were used. And in this case, we were using the brachy intertidal ponds that are fed by water from the ocean during high tide. So we were assessing the water quality. Again, in this study, we also looked at the productivity of the pond. When I talk of productivity, we looked at things like zooplanktons, we looked at things like phytoplanktons, we looked at the benthic organisms that were in these systems. And at the end of the capture period, we were able to determine from the data that we were collecting how growth has been. So, and we found out that the treatment that had the IMTA component, or the integrated multi-trophic aquaculture, gave us the best results. So we used to collect samples for the phytoplanktons or the planktons, and then the benthos, and then we analyzed them in our labs at Kemfri. That's where I did the laboratory work at Kenya Marine Fisheries Research Institute labs in Mombasa. And from there, from that study, we came up with we have been able to produce 2 peer-reviewed research papers that are in the internet, and maybe for those with interest can be able to follow up on that there. So in this second trial, we took Nile tilapia. We used Nile tilapia as the fed component, and we retained sea cucumber as the extractive component, and also in the second trial we introduced oysters. So with this, we carried the work for a period of 6 months, and why we did this is because 6 months is a complete cycle of capturing maybe tilapia, the finfish that we are doing. We monitored for growth, that is for both. We were measuring the body lengths and the weights for the fed fish species and also for the extractive species. And again, we also we took studies on the water quality, and then we also took studies on the phytos, and again the same way we did it for the first trial. So again, at the end of the study, we did an economic analysis again, and here we found again IMTA performed better. But now the challenge that we had with this particular second trial is because issues of predation. And from the economic data, I would say, and we did also our cost-benefit analysis, and we found out that the IMTA performed better as compared to the monoculture. There is a benefit using the IMTA technology. The other one is reduction of risks of loss. Let's say, because anything can happen in nature. So if you have an IMTA, maybe a disease strikes. Maybe here you have one organism, it goes. Then here you have 3, maybe it will attack 1, you'll have been left with 2. So you are reducing risks of loss. So there'll be, that for a farmer, I would think it's a better deal. The other one that I would say about is the issues of biomitigation. And when I talk of biomitigation, it's a technical term, but this with biomitigation is that the 2 organisms that are feeding from the bottom of the system, they help in cleansing. When I talk, they are mitigating challenges that would have issues with the environment. So this biomitigation is not there when you are using a single species. But here, the 2 organisms that are feeding from the bottom, they are helping in issues of biomitigation. So the only challenge I would like to mention, because there are challenges everywhere, is that now the issue of the seed. Getting the seed, it has been the challenge, but we are planning with my organization where I work for. We are doing a hatchery where we'll start producing these organisms breeding them, so that they can be able to have seed for the farmers that are going to adopt the technology. The profitability of the whole enterprise will be increased. Hi, this environment, this place is called Kibokoni. It's a village. It's a village where they do subsistence farming. We have supported them through research, and we have provided technical skills to them, and they have been able to do marine aquaculture. So in the ponds that you see here, we have different organisms. We have prawns, I've talked of. We have Nile tilapia, but this is Nile tilapia that has been acclimatized to a marine environment. But it's a real Nile tilapia. We have been doing crabs as well here. We have another organism that is called milkfish. Currently, we also have it's a project that we are just about to conclude, where we have been rearing rabbitfish. Rabbitfish it has been reared in the sea, but now it has been in the sea. But now we have been able to domesticate it, and it's being grown in the pond. So so for that, these communities to be able to do these things through research, we have been able to support them, and they have the skills now. They can be able to do that. I would like to sincerely thank Kenya Climate Smart Agricultural Productivity Project. They made my dream come true. I was looking for a way I could do my PhD studies, and through KCSAP, I've been able to achieve my dream.